Dixon and Susan Ihuama here with us on HerLens. Good morning, ladies. Good morning, ma'am Ibinabo.
Yeah, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Lady Olukumije. Good morning, Lady Susan. Uh, yesterday, was it yesterday or the early hours of today? But then I've been struggling with network since. So,
Hi.
am I the only one in this boat? Am I the only one in this situation? Because it's like, I don't
I
know.
think different people have been experiencing it. So, yeah, it's not just you. Hello, Ibinabo. Uh-oh. We cannot hear her.
I
Oh, dear.
was actually worried if I could be on her lens.
This
Can you hear?
morning. Yes, yeah, we can hear
Can
you
you hear
now.
me now?
Yes, we can.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
I had a program earlier, and I was just the network was just here and there, bouncing up and down. But we're glad that we are here. Good morning to all the ladies and gentlemen out there listening to our program. Good morning, everyone. It's great to be here.
Oh, dear Lord.
Lady Susan, look at you. Smiling and shining.
All right. Okay, Susan, how are you this morning?
Good morning, Fumi. Good morning, Mami Binabo. Smiling. I'm just opening my 32 knee. Maybe it's the sunscreen that is making me shine like this. Jero, waiting in my room. But then, thank God it's Friday. Thank God it's Friday. We are here to slay. Ejo. So, good morning, our valid listeners. Yeah, we're happy. It's weekend again. And so, it's good to be here this morning. Thank you.
Well, you're welcome. Okay, this morning we're just gonna get right into it. It's good to see that you're both doing well. So sorry once again about the network. Network can be somehow. Yesterday I had a last minute moderation to do, and I was so happy. I was like, oh, bold and confident I wasn't gonna have network issues. Boom. Right in the middle of the introduction, considering that I was just told to do it, to step in to do it, the network just disappeared. I just quickly used my data, and for some reason, my data did not disgrace me, so I can relate with what you are saying, Ibina. But sometimes you think your network is good, and then it just disgraces you. We know it's not disgracing; it's disgracing itself. Please, not disgracing you. Let's get into the first one this morning. Funny enough, it was Ibina that sent this to me. I had missed it. In this video, right, the question was the question, two-sided question. The first question is, she was asking the difference between two ideas. My child is getting married. I am giving my child's hand in marriage, right? So number one question is, should parental consent be sought before choosing to get married, or the parents just need to be informed of a final decision, right? That's for, so for instance, you bring a man home or you bring a woman home. Are you asking for consent, or are you just telling mom, anything of and that's it? This person I'm going to marry, that's it, deal with it. Number two side of this question is, if a child is the sole financier of a wedding ceremony, does that mean that the parents have little to no say in the wedding process? I really like this conversation, and I feel like it might take up our whole time. It reminds me of when I got married about 10 years ago, and it was everybody who, personally, I was happy that I contributed to my wedding because nobody should come and bubble me. But I got into trouble with my mom's family, the Olorebi, for saying that I was the one who made the down payment on the hall. It's like, how dare you say that your parents are here? I didn't pay for it, for the whole thing. I made a down payment. My husband also paid some. My dad paid some. So, but for me, it was just like, oh my God, for the first time in my life, I'm contributing to something major. But he didn't see it that way. So that's not apologize. I was like, what is all this? Like, I was so happy, right, that I was making the down payment. Then when I was going to get married as well, I took my husband home. I just said, Daddy and Mommy, you know this person now. This is my friend. I didn't even say this one I want to marry, whatever. He was one and now said, oh, I want to marry her. So he did go to meet them to ask them. Now I'm thinking whether they gave, okay, no, they did give their consent. But based off of this question, I'm wondering if it was a case of, oh, I'm bringing the person I want to marry. All I need is your blessing, or the floor is open for you to disagree with the person I'm bringing home. It's just bringing a lot of things to mind. For the financial word, I cannot speak to that one because everybody pitched in, husband family, bride family, so I cannot speak to that one. But I know of cases where the couple says, if I'm the one sponsoring this wedding, I determine what. I can give you the traditional wedding, but I'm taking the white wedding. But yeah, who wants to build the cats? Susan or Ibinabo? Who wants to go first? Susan has.
Let me do.
Oh
Let
yeah,
me
yeah,
do.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And leave Mommy Binabo. You know, she's the jelenke, jelenke. So let me do my bus and run away. First, where I come from, we seek consent. I will introduce whoever. I am single. My younger sister is married.
Okay.
And I'm Igbo. The funny thing is, when my sister was getting married, she was getting married to a Yoruba person. And I knew that was hell will be let loose, especially my mom. My mom doesn't like intertribal. Yes, my mom doesn't like intertribal marriage. But my dad is open-minded. My dad is very, very receptive. And it will interest you for me. My sister waited 5 extra years. And my sister is 9 years younger than I am. My sister waited 5 extra years because she wanted sister, which is Susan, to get married. I had to convince them. Yes, I had to convince them because her husband is my paddy. I had to convince them to go ahead, that my case is different. If I would get married, it will still happen, even if I'm the last person in the family to get married. But she gave me that, respect to say, no, how will I get married and a mom you marry? Now, when my sister brought the guy home, my mom was adamant, and we all knew that it would be so. It took a lot of praying, a lot of this, that. She's been married for years now. She has a kid. She's even expecting and all of that. But it took a lot. I don't want to go into that details, but it took a lot, especially when it is intertribal. Now, it is appropriate to seek the consent of parents. And I'm saying this because my people say that what an elder sees sitting, a child who is on a tree will not see it. There are certain things your parents would observe. Except they are not your biological parents. Always want their children to be better than them.
Yes.
And so when you bring someone, they are crossing the T's, dotting the I's, and doing everything. Even in some cases in my place, they send spies to go to the person's place to find out about their family, to find out where that person is coming from and what it takes. What am I saying in essence? It is proper to bring the person, introduce the person, and seek your parents' consent. Don't just go, oh, this is the person I'm marrying, and if you don't like, you can blah, auntie, uncle, calm down. Give them that opportunity to also review and support. It is a lifetime journey. It is not something you go and you are seeing the stories flying on the internet now about what is happening. So we need to even be more critical before going into marriage. Coming into financing marriage, I don't know, but I come from a home where even if I am bringing something, I am giving it through my parents. Yes, I am not coming out to come and say, oh, I'm flat.
That's why my uncle got upset. I get it now.
Thank you. I am not coming in to come and say, oh, I did the down payment. Oh, lie. Everything is coming through my parents. Every support I am giving for my wedding is coming. So it is a thing of what the husband's people paying dowry, whatever support the man is also giving for that wedding, for that traditional wedding. I am giving it to my parents. That is honoring my parents to say, this is what we have. My parents will augment it and do whatever needs to be done. At least I also saw it for in fact, my sister wanted a very low-key, and my mom that likes party, Lagos, typical Lagos woman, my mom's like, no, the first child in my house who is doing wedding is not going low-key. I don't want low-key. So she made it more than what my sister actually wanted. That is where I come from. And personally, as someone who has also come of age and, interacted outside the home, I see it as giving respect to whom respect is due. They are my parents, for crying out loud. If they have not witch hunted me before now, I'm not sure it's at my wedding or whatever that they would start witch hunting me. So I would give them that honor, give them the money. They would also, and at every step of the way, they are carrying me along to say, this is how it's going to look like. What do you think? It doesn't mean that my input, maybe the colors I want and all of that will not be adhered to. No, everything will still go, but it is not me bringing out money and saying, no, I will just be behind my parents. Yes, that's what it is. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much. Honestly, like for me, like I said, it wasn't even from I was trying to put my finger in my parents' eyes. It was just that I was, honestly, I was excited. I hadn't paid for anything before. I was living in my grandma's house. So I was working, but I hadn't paid for anything major. So it was a case of, now that I'm getting married, me too, I'm going to pay or contribute. But that day was, it always leaves a bitter taste in my mouth every time I think about that memory, going to my uncle's house, because myself and my parents had gone to say, okay, Omoyema Mario, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh yeah, I've paid. And he was like, no, don't say that. Oh, budget. And I was like, So now that you explain it that way, I get it. Maybe if you had explained it that way.
It wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault.
Yeah.
Yes.
I get it now.
The truth, again, some of these uncles and aunties, they don't even take time to explain to you that you understand clearly. They just shut you out. It happens. It happens. If he had explained, even you, your younger ones, you'll be able to say, okay, moving forward, though, in case, bye, you understand. Yeah. And this is also going out there to our dear uncles and aunties, don't shut people out.
Yeah, thank you so much.
So it's good that you also enlighten us to do better. So I don't want you to feel a sort of way you are good.
Thank you. You've healed me today, because it used to always, every time I remember the room, I remember the day, I used to use it as a, don't go there if you want to get married to my siblings. So yeah, I feel healed. Thank you for healing this trauma. Okay, Bidabo, next over to you. What are your thoughts on this? I'm sure that you've been in this situation either directly or maybe nieces, nephews, family members, whatever. What say you? Are you like, do you think parental consent must be sought, or is you're just going with their decision, or is it a case of you're already aware that this person that's your child or your nephew is going to get married, so it's not really a case of giving consent per se, because you've already taken the person into the family? Because in some families that's the same thing, they're already part of the family before there's now a formal joining or whatever like that. And then for the financial part of it, if the child is the one who's sponsoring, maybe the parents are not so well to do and the child is well to do, or the child maybe lives abroad, do they get to determine the whole rights of the wedding, traditional white wedding, because they are the sponsor of the wedding? Over to you, please.
Over to me, indeed. I saw that video, a whole lot of events, a lot of incidents that happened in the past, just a flurry of them. I was just thinking and I was just laughing, really, I want to quickly say that there are times that some parents, they use na me born you, na me this, na me that. They use it as a special purpose vehicle to shut down the husband or wife to be. No. I'm the one giving you out in marriage, or we are the one receiving a wife. So for me, I feel that it should be a roundtable discussion. We should all sit down and have a conversation and plan together. But what I don't like is, as what I'm saying is not a cast in stone rule, but what I'm looking at is, I don't like it when probably the parents are not well to do, and you as a child or the couple, they both maybe have great jobs or they are doing fantastic in their businesses and they are the sole sponsors of their wedding. You don't flaunt it all over the place. You respect for your parents, because the argument now is it day for the parents or the day for the couple? It is for all of us. I am so glad to give out my daughter. I am so glad to receive a daughter-in-law. So if my son or my daughter now make it look as if, say, are you the one? Because I've seen a family where the young guy was the major financier of the wedding, and he didn't allow anybody anything. No. Already planned this. No. You know, there are ways to go about it. I had a lot of reasons why that video caught my attention. But what I want to really say is that, you know, these days, parents have learned to internalize their emotions, not to overtake or take charge because of the kind of reaction, and you don't want to be unhappy on that beautiful day. So in most cases, when a parent sees that, this child is just all over the place, some of them will say, well, if it is your wedding, I'll be okay, go and have it. I'm not part of it. So I want to seize the opportunity to advise such parents that, see, it's a once in a lifetime. Anything that comes thereafter, now after. So please, and also it has to do a lot with how you raise your child or your children, the kind of relationship you have, even with the intending spouse. Because like rightly said, in most cases, you know, you already know that this young man is going to come for my daughter's hand in marriage because of the way everything is going, you understand? Though sometimes at the very last moment, maybe something popped up and then they're not going to get married. There are cases like that, but in most cases, I want to believe that if you are living in the same country, if you are living abroad, maybe you have had videos, you know, video calls and everything. You have seen the guy or the lady and all of that. But for me, I believe in honor thy father and thy mother. It is in the Bible, and it is the only commandment that comes with a gift.
Yeah.
I feel that, yes, even if you are the sole financier of the wedding as a son or a daughter, or as a honor your father and your mother that day. You don't have to go out there and expose how dry the pockets of your parents are. It takes a bad and ungrateful child to do that. Because I was at a wedding where, before the day of the wedding, because the father was not really financially supportive, financially there for the children, and had remarried. However, the father did everything he could for his children. Because the mother remarried and she married a financially capable man. So with her, so the man, you know, was there financially and everything, but the father was always in their lives. Though they were not living together, but he was visiting, he was going to their school and everything. So on the day of our wedding, even before the wedding, during the planning and everything, the mother was saying that, so which father will sit at the high table? And the girl said, the two fathers. Everybody knows that my parents are divorced and my mother had remarried. So the two fathers will sit. The mother said, no. Okay, the lady said, look, I am the one getting married. Mommy, not you.
Interesting.
My father has always been in my life. He may not have the kind of money that your husband, your new husband has. But everything that he could do, is little money, was made available to us. So please, don't come and use money power to push my father aside, or else that wedding will not hold. So that was their own quarrel. That was their own quarrel. So what she did was, she did well by buying her father beautiful outfit, expensive, so that it doesn't come looking like, okay, Baba low, right? She really took care of him and everything. It was those of us who knew the behind the scene story that understood what was going on. And on that day, even the mom nearly put up a show. And the girl called her mommy and said, and told her that, Mommy, if you don't want me to tell you to leave, it was a serious matter at the intentional wedding hall. Thank goodness that people were yet to really gather much, if not. So they had to, and some people had to call the woman and talk to her, look, your daughter is getting married. Let it not be you who's going to
ruin her day of joy.
Will not be a story that people will be telling after the wedding. And that was how that day went. So as much as I believe that on your wedding day, whether your parents are the financiers or everybody contributed, or you, the couple, are the major people who contributed, I still believe in honor thy father and thy mother. Honor them on that day. Don't expose their poverty to the world, because it is your shame too. It's a wedding where the sibling of the husband, because the husband was a major financier of the wedding, that is the young ladies, the groom. So they were just exacting their presence and everything everywhere. And when many people have been served. Stop serving for now. They were controlling the caterer. They were doing this and that, and it was becoming obvious that okay, would have been pay our family or low greatly, put money together for this wedding. I didn't like it. And mostly the bride will be on the high table somewhere with the groom, so they wouldn't really know what is happening somewhere, probably where they are serving the food or where they are putting stuff together for them. But I noticed it and I didn't like it. I didn't like it. It was embarrassing to everybody. And I came in, I was a guest through the groom. So I walked up to the groom stylishly as if I was going to do something. I said I was part of the planners. And I whispered it in his ears, because the parents were like, Kiniko, our guests will take jump. It's like the bride's guests are just eating. They were just creating all this nonsense. And I was telling myself that, hey, I hope this girl did not make a mistake marrying into this family. So I just walked to the groom, because I had met him before. And I told him, calm down, please. Can you call somebody to talk to your people? The way they are behaving around the food area is very embarrassing to even you. I know the guy. If he was highly temperamental, I wouldn't have done that. But I know that it's very clear. He just called somebody, I think it was the best man or something, called him and told him some things, and that one went to relay to everybody. And there was calmness. So you see, all of these things. For me, I feel that when there is a wedding, there should be a roundtable talk, there should be a planning, and you should not make it obvious that this particular person is one that paid. You are embarrassing the other family. Even if it is the bride that has the largest share of money that was put into planning of that wedding, it shouldn't be made obvious to the guest. It shouldn't, there shouldn't be a display of it. It's your day. It is your day. And then there's something that they do too. I've been to a few weddings, and I pray that by God's grace, I've begged a lot for my friends, for my family members, and all of that. So what I'm saying is, at a certain hour at the wedding party, you hear from the MC that adults should start going.
Yeah, the after party is about to start.
Yes. I was at one party and we were at a table and I said, the madam alone after party, I got my rock. And eventually we all left because we were tired and all of that.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody actually complained that you insult. It's not an insult. See, it is the rave of the moment. That is how people go at parties. It is not a party where everybody will have gone out to remain the parents and they are trying to look at what was, how the thing went, what that they are going to pack and everything. And now, when there is a wedding, there's always an after party, and they don't want parents and older people there. They want everybody in that category to please leave and allow the younger ones to enjoy themselves. But bottom line for me is, irrespective of who is going to sponsor this wedding, give your parents the opportunity to be your parents on that day.
Right.
Let them sit as your parents. When they give advice, let it not become obvious to the guests that you are the one who is in charge of the finances and all of that. Because when there is a major reason as much as financial independence on the part of the parents and they don't have it, you don't have to embarrass your parents in the public, whether you're at the room. All hands should be on deck to make a full success of the ceremony and allow your parents to show off. Don't make it look as if, are you the one that gave money to do this? When you do, you are a bastard and you are setting something in motion, something that might affect you later. Because by the time you do that and you make it obvious, see, no marriage is perfect. There will come a time while you are married, you will need these people and they will not show up for you because you have given them a package of disgrace. So let them sit and nurse that wound. So for me, whether it is the parents that are responsible for the finances, or it is the couple, or it is everybody, I just feel that everybody should just be happy. Parents should be as parents, they should take charge, and they should also give room for the couple to do their thing and let everybody be happy. That is me. I want everybody to be happy. When it is time for parents to show off, let me show off, please. And when it is time for the couple to have their floor, let them have their floor. I've been to a wedding where only the mother was calling Egbe Kinikon, they came to spray her. This society, they came to spray her. And she took so long on the floor that it was like, who is getting, is it your daughter or his son? Is it that is getting married all over again? You know, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Let us just let there be a balance. Let's balance it. Everybody should be happy. Nobody should go home grumbling. The couple should not go home grumbling. The parents should not go home grumbling. Everybody should be happy. Sit with the Alaga Ejuro or Ejoko, whatever they call them. Plan everything. Make that day a beautiful day for the parents and for the couple, and let everybody be happy. That is my own stake.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Susan, do you want to add anything before we go to the next one?
No, I think I'm good. We can move.
Okay, this one is even good, so we'll not spend too much time. Malice. This Frank Edoho says the best punishment I can give a woman is malice. My wife knows I'm the king of malice. You know, I wonder the kind of men that we marry or the kind of human beings that we go ahead to marry. I personally don't like malice. I feel like you're choking me. Life is leaving me if you're not talking to me. I think that's where I got maybe a little bit of my people pleasing from, because as the firstborn, I needed my siblings to be on the same page with me, to be cool with me when I was younger. So even up until now, if there's friction, I'm the one calling them to be like, yo, Afa, saying sorry when I don't need to say sorry. I've balanced it, right? So I'm okay. But I'm just saying that that's how much I cannot handle malice. But inside marriage, with someone that you swore, for better for worse, you will love till eternity. Me, I don't know. What are we marrying these days? It cannot be this. Susan, over to you. Even in friendships, marriage, friendship. So how will you say, they keep malice? I'm not magic.
For me, I just said this, I since yesterday, my siblings have been pumping, they have been blowing up our family group with this gist, and X is on fire.
X is on fire.
If you keep malice
we're
with
not going
me
to
at
the other
night,
side of it.
ah, Chike comes in the morning, but let's stop at that. Oh, So you see, the truth of the matter is, why would you live in the same house, for me, sleep on the same bed with someone, and you are keeping malice, and you are even proud to come out and boast about it? For
And
me,
he's not the first. A lot of men do that.
and in my head, I'm wondering, hey, hey, you don't want to know.
Yeah.
You don't want to know. See, let me tell you, there are things that you shouldn't do in marriage. This is not, even in relationship, you are not building a healthy relationship
Absolutely.
when you start keeping malice, not to talk of in marriage. Are you keeping malice? Is it for eternity? Or you are keeping malice so that after 2 months, after 2 weeks, we will now sort it out? Or what exactly is it about? You see, life, whether we bring it from the religious inclination or from, our interactions daily, life is fickle. We started this week, speaking about how life is fickle and all of that. What if you wake up the next day and that person is stone dead beside you? How would you feel? What is that issue that you cannot discuss? What is that issue? If there are irreconcilable, differences, separate. Don't emotionally, and that is where gender-based violence comes in, whether it is to the man or to the woman.
Well said.
You are emotionally abusing me. You are giving me cold shoulders. I am making food you are not eating because you feel I will show her, I will show him. And by the time you are showing the person and showing him or her, someone somewhere is giving them succor. You don't want
Oh, my.
know the end of that story. Let's be guided. This is 20, someone, my love language is communication. It is not even the things you do for me. Do I appreciate them? Yes. But I want us to communicate. I want to be able to say, oh, he's here. He's doing this. He's doing that. I just want to know what is happening with you. I want to be that supportive partner. I want to pray along with you, give you all of the support that you need as my partner. And now you think, oh, no, I'm going to show her. I'm the king of malice. I am the this, I am the that. And so emotionally, the more you keep abusing that person, isolating them, the person is becoming emotionally unavailable to you. Because psychologically, you are draining the person. The person is gradually detaching from you.
Yeah.
And even though the person is physically in the same room, in the same house with you, forget it. You are 1,000,000 miles away.
Yeah.
That is what people don't understand. You don't, start creating the distance and you are looking for, well, for me.
As me.
Ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn heavy gan, it's very heavy something. But please, because I want Mami Binabo to expatiate on this, please and please, speak to your partner. Speak to your partner. Try to iron these issues out. Don't form Van Damme. We are allowed to be vulnerable with our partner, for crying out loud. Not be your partner again.
Yeah.
Why are you forming Van Damme and all of those things? Because for every action, there's a reaction. Me, I'm saying my own now. I'm not supporting anything, but I'm telling you that there will also be a reaction. So let's be guided. Thank you in anticipation. Eshe.
Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much, Susan. Even about over to you.
Jerry Susan, you are one, you are a case.
Hey.
No, you see, really, life is fickle. And that was exactly my thoughts. And you see, for that statement he made in that video, I was actually praying and hoping that wasn't really
No, he said it all. He said it all. And a lot of men were like, yes, that's what they do. Some women too, that's what they do as well.
Yes, because you see, when you keep malice, can I say something? You are stupid.
Yeah.
You know why I'm saying that? You see, you who is keeping that malice, you don't have peace as well. If you think I'll keep malice, I'm going to build a wall, I'm not going to talk to this person, or more, yourself, you don't get peace. There is something about you waking up in the morning and you're happy and you're saying hello to everybody and you're going about the day very happy. Something about it is almost irreplaceable. So if you're going to replace that with malice, I pity you. Because you see, this brain of ours, it has the way it works. When you put malice in your head, you are indirectly bringing toxicity into your whole system.
Yeah.
Because it is a whole lot. You are very conscious that this person is supposed to talk to every now and then. You are very conscious and you are keeping it up that you won't talk to this person. You are always ready, because when you keep malice, that means if you can keep malice, that means you are keeping some level of bitterness in you towards that person.
Yeah.
It is very unhealthy. Let's look at it from the angle of health. It is very unhealthy because when you forgive and you don't keep malice, it will help lower your muscle tension. It will help your anxiety level, because every time you see that person, your anxiety level goes up. I won't talk to her. I won't talk to him. Well, you go no say, she go no say.
Organa master.
And funnily, the person you are keeping malice with, especially when you say you are a king of malice, the person is gotten used to that, and the person doesn't give a hoot anymore. So you are on your own with your malice keeping. The person would, once you start keeping that malice, because it has become your fashion, your style, the person will quickly switch to another person who's going to fill in that lacuna you have created until you are back to your senses. And by the time you allow that to go on for years in your marriage or your relationship, whatever it is that person feels for you it will begin to erode. Emotion will attack that thing. If it is love, emotion will come and go, they erode the love, they go. So if you are feeling like a king, you're not a king, you are a person who is filling your whole body with toxic. And then you see, at the end of the day, they come down, mostly they come down with blood pressure. I'm telling you, blood pressure, emotional disorder, so many things. They don't have better sleep because every now and then you are planning. You cannot be keeping malice and not planning something against that person. You are keeping malice. When the person makes a joke, you don't laugh. Every time you are planning, you are keeping it up, keeping up with Kardashian, with your malice and everything. It's not good for your health. You are killing yourself gradually. If you think you are punishing that person, the punishment is on you, 100%. Because, for example, somebody like me, if you want to keep malice with me, I made a mistake. Because me, I don't know how to keep malice. That is why I don't like it when somebody is misbehaving around me. It is better for me I will stay away from that person. Because you know what? When we're as siblings, we would have had misunderstanding, maybe myself and my sibling, one of my siblings and everything. And the next morning, we don't forget, I'll be the first person to start talking. It is the person's attitude that will remind me of, oh, okay, Ajalano. Why am I even talking now? You know, that kind of a thing. And that is who I am. I don't like it. Let's talk about it. Let's argue, let's quarrel, and let it end. You bring malice. If you want to keep malice, you are training me. You are training me in a way that is not me. So by the time I graduate from that training, you will regret. If I mean anything to you, you will wish you never brought that into being, because it is not the best way to go. Please, there is always a link between unforgiveness and trauma. You have, if you don't forgive that person, in your mind you think you are a king, you are keeping malice, you are traumatized. So please take care of yourself. Seeing someone, I tell people, look, when you carry emotional burdens, it will influence your physical, everything about you, your whole system, from your brain down to wherever. I was reading through a book some years back, and that was what further informed me that, I mean, I like the way I am. I don't keep malice. I don't keep malice. The difference between malice and what I do is, if you don't want to talk to me, I can't force you. But if you're deliberately going about making it obvious that you're working, I'll show you Pepe. You can't show me Pepe because big skin. So malice is not good. It affects your whole system. Your whole system, from your nervous system to your cardiovascular system. Everything about you are disturbing it. You are not allowing things to flow the right way. So me, I'm looking at it from the health point of view. Destroying your system. The system that keeps you alive, you are gradually destroying it. If you think you are doing somebody else now, like that, yourself they do. So keeping malice, more so a man. Malice and some other things are usually believed to be a thing for the girls or the women. So when a man comes out to say he's keeping malice, it's like, where on earth did you come from? Who is this? Why are you saying things like this? Because it is not commonplace. When we're girls those days, you will always see that boys are always playing together. When they quarrel, they almost immediately sort themselves out and go back to playing. It is the girls that would always keep malice and what? I won't talk to her. But when you see a man, a full-grown man, and coming out to say, I keep malice, I'm even the king of malice, you have a problem that needs solving.
All right. Thank you so much. We have run out of time. We asked Mark on our timeout already. Thank you, ladies, for today's conversation. It was very, very interesting. Like I said, thank you so much, Susan. I was healed today from my trauma. So thank you so much, ladies. Truly, truly appreciate us coming every day on the weekday to have this conversation. Catch you same time on Monday for another edition of HerLens. This is still Women Radio Network 27 FM. Up next is Radio Doctor. Don't go anywhere. We play Nigerian songs all the time. That will be like